Welcome to our flipped classroom, where math knowledge makes things easier. Our learning objective today is that we'll be able to solve rate problems where the rates are presented as fractions using double number line models and the complex fraction. The Common Core state standards we'll be focusing on today deal with rates and proportional reasoning, specifically the 7th grade standards 7 RPA 1 and 7 RPA 3. Here's our do now assignment. First, we need to define the term complex fraction, and then we need to solve the next three problems. A complex fraction is a fraction that has a fraction in the numerator, the denominator, or both. And dividing fractions is the same as multiplying by the reciprocal of the second number. The first problem, 4 divided by 4, could be written as a fraction, 4 over 4. Every fraction is also a division problem. This one could be represented visually with this model. We want to see how many times these 4 units can fit into these 4 units. And of course, 4 divided by 4 is 1. 4 divided by 1, which could be written as a fraction this way, is asking us to determine how many times this one piece can fit into these 4 pieces. 4 divided by 1 is, of course, 4. This last problem is highlighted because it's highlighting what a complex fraction looks like. Here, our denominator is made up of a fraction, 4 divided by a half. If we were to represent it visually, we'd have this model. How many times does this half a piece fit into these 4 pieces? Remember, a division problem involving fractions can be represented as a multiplication problem where you're multiplying by the reciprocal of the second number. So 4, which can be written as 4 over 1, 4 divided by a half is the same as 4 over 1 times 2 over 1, where we took the reciprocal of the second number. And 4 times 2 is 8, and 1 times 1 is, of course, 1. So 8 over 1 can be simplified to just 8. How many times does this half piece fit into these 4 pieces? 8 times. 2 pieces make up a whole, another 2 pieces, another 2 pieces, and another 2 pieces. Some terms that we need to know for this lesson. First, we have to know that a rate compares 2 quantities with different units. Miles per hour, for instance, when determining speed. Another term is unit rate, which compares a quantity to 1 unit of another quantity. As in the rate we gave before, how many miles per hour? That's per 1 hour. Let's look at a problem here. Kalisha types 2/3 of a page in 1/3 of an hour. What's the unit rate? How much can she type in 1 hour? We know that in 0 hours, she's going to only be able to type 0 pages. She can't type anything. She's not given any time. We know from the problem, though, that in 1/3 of an hour, she can type 2/3 of a page. Every 1/3 of an hour is going to be another 2/3 of a page. Let's see how that adds up. Well, if we want to find 1 hour, that's really 3/3 of an hour. So every 1/3 of an hour is another 2/3. If we add another third of an hour, we can add another 2/3. So we have 4/3. And if we add another third of an hour, which would be a total of 1 hour, we would have 6/3. And we know that every fraction is also a division problem. 6 divided by 3 is 2. So in 1 hour, she can type 2 pages. Let's look at that problem as a complex fraction. Here's our problem again. Kalisha types 2/3 of a page in 1/3 of an hour. What is the unit rate? How much can she type in 1 hour? Well, 2/3 is the rate. 2/3 of a page in 1/3 of an hour. That's our rate, which can be written as a complex fraction, 2/3 over 1/3. The numerator is 2/3. The denominator is 1/3. As our fraction line, our fraction bar. Remember, every fraction is also a division problem, so we could rewrite this fraction as 2/3 divided by 1/3. And when dividing fractions, we simply multiply by the reciprocal of the second number. So we took 1/3 and we take the reciprocal of that, which is 3 over 1. So now our problem looks like 2/3 times 3 over 1. And 2 times 3 is 6, and 3 times 1 is 3. We do not need a common denominator when multiplying fractions. And 6 over 3, every fraction is also a division problem. And 6 divided by 3 is 2. So we see by working this as a complex fraction division problem, we get the same answer. That 2/3 of a page in 1/3 of an hour would give us a unit rate of 2 pages per hour. When you're dividing the numerator by the denominator, you're seeing how many times the denominator can go into the numerator, which would give you your unit rate. So what have we learned today? We've learned how to solve rate problems using a double number line. And we've also learned how to find a unit rate by writing our rate as a complex fraction and solving it as a division problem. Good job.